Descendant of a saint, refugee, queen, pirate, whatever title you give her, today's subject bows to no one. Hello, little birds, and welcome to the library. Today we explore the fascinating life of Sayyida al-Hurra. In the late 15th century, the infamous Ferdinand and Isabella of Spain began a campaign to make Spain into a solely Catholic country. For many centuries, Spain had been a land of many religious influences, and it had the highest population of Jews and Muslims in all of Europe. The new regime meant persecution and violence toward non-Christian citizens, and many fled to North Africa to escape. Ali ibn Rashid al-Alami, a prominent Spanish noble, was one of these Muslim refugees. His lineage could be traced back to a Sufi saint of the 13th century. When anti-Muslim sentiment became dangerous, al-Alami and his family fled to Morocco, where he founded the city of Chefchaouen. Al-Alami's daughter, Lala Aisha bint Ali ibn Rashid al-Alami, was born between 1485 and 1495. She received an education from the highest level of scholars, and eventually she married the ruler of the city of Tetuan, a man named Al-Mandri. In this position, she became co-regent of the city, not just the wife of the governor. When her husband was away, she ruled in her own right, and she did it well. Just a few years into their marriage, her husband died, making Aisha the sole ruler of Tetuan. At this point, she took on the title Sayyida al-Hurra. Al-Hurra roughly translates to sovereign woman or queen, and so her full title means queen who bows to no one. Sayyida al-Hurra is the last woman in Morocco to claim that title. Though she lived well in Morocco, she never forgot her family's insult in Spain. She made friends with the famous pirate Barbarossa and learned how to turn her small navy into a privateer fleet to take back what her people lost. Since Spain controlled most major ports in Morocco, Tetuan's fleet of small, agile ships provided the only formidable naval force to stand against them. Sayyida al-Hurra's reign of piracy lasted for 3 decades, and the city of Tetuan reached unparalleled levels of prosperity during her reign. Sayyida al-Hurra did take a second husband, Ahmed al-Watasi, the Sultan of Morocco. Rather than travel to Fez for the wedding, she insisted that the Sultan come to her in Tetuan, so she would not have to abandon her city. This is the only time in history where a Moroccan king has married outside of his own city. After their marriage, the Sultan went back to Fez, while Sayyida al-Hurra remained with her people. In 1542, Sayyida al-Hurra's son-in-law invaded Tetuan and took control of the city, overthrowing the queen. Rather than rise to the aid of the woman who had led them for over 3 decades, the city accepted their new leader. Sayyida al-Hurra retired to her father's city of Chefchaouen and spent the rest of her life there. Though she likely never boarded a ship herself, Sayyida al-Hurra is considered a pirate queen. Spanish records of Sayyida al-Hurra describe her as vile-tempered and difficult to deal with. These unflattering names are most certainly biased, not only because of her sex, but also her religion. To her own people, Sayyida al-Hurra was an educated noblewoman, a shrewd negotiator, and an avenger of her people. Today, she is considered to be one of the most important female figures of the Islamic West. Thank you for joining me in the library, little birds. Until next time, I bid you good reading.